My friends, my friends. Welcome to another episode of the Nuclear Heat Wave Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by Mafia Sports Report. As always, in Dr. Love. And then, of course, we have... Where'd he go? Well...
He missed his flight from last week.
Yes, yeah. Remember, Sauce Bronson was over in France last week.
He's in France.
Yeah, so he couldn't make it back here in time, but I'm sure he'll be getting here as soon as possible. But we got this guy in the house, and then, of course, we got Sabian with us today.
Right there, baby.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's about time.
All right.
It is about time.
Yep.
Very happy.
So,
Yes.
for sure. Because we have a lot of wrestling to talk about for this weekend, this memorable weekend. Of course, it's Memorial Day weekend. That's the bell. That's the bell. I have to keep that over here, our little fun bell.
I do want to go something on the somber note. We are talking about Memorial Day. I want to thank all veterans deserved, first and foremost. The independent wrestling scene lost a really good worker over the last couple of days. A friend of mine who worked primarily in Georgia, and he worked also for MPWA Wrestling here in Michigan. His name is Reggie Rage. Passed away through senseless violence. So, guys, I want you to listen to this. Be good to one another.
Yes,
please. Be good to one another. Let all the violence happen in the ring where nobody will die.
There you go.
Permanently.
There you go.
But this is dedicated to Reggie Rage, who is in a better place than he's doing, and he's going to be missed.
Yeah. He definitely will be missed, for sure.
He's in the big battle royal in the sky.
There you go. He really is.
That's right.
There's a lot in that battle royal, aren't there? So, but yeah, we have a lot of stuff kind of going on this weekend. We have obviously the King and Queen of the Ring. That's in Saudi Arabia. So however we feel about that.
They are a feudal system over there, so that makes sense for that day.
Hey, they love their men drive cars now.
Oh, yeah.
Progress.
They'll come in next year. We're going to be able to vote in about 30 years.
Thank you. Now you're realistic. And then, of course, on Sunday, we do have the AEW perennial Double or Nothing pay-per-view, which is actually back in Las Vegas.
AEW?
Yeah, AEW.
But here's my question though: are we allowed to watch the King and Queen of the Ring? Because according to TK, if you're
Tuna Meltzer said so.
According to Tuna Meltzer.
Oh yeah, we don't refer them as any other name but Tuna.
I don't know where that came from. It's the first time I heard of it, but I like it.
But according to TK now, if you are a contracted wrestler to AEW, you are not allowed to watch WWE premium live events.
Yeah,
you're not allowed.
Nope.
Oh man,
that's right.
I mean,
really?
Who does this guy think he is?
This is also a guy that said I will never become an on-screen character.
Oh,
but yeah, he's the guy that takes the Meltzer driver super kick, and then he shows up to the NFL draft on a neck brace.
You give him credit for wearing the neck brace.
Oh, but he didn't sell that. He didn't sell the neck injury.
Some guy with a neck brace on. I understand.
I mean, it wasn't a halo like Gary Wolf. Pick number one.
Yeah, grab onto that.
Yeah, and do that. No, I mean, what a joke! I call him Tony Clown from now on.
With the K,
with the K. Yes.
No, actually, I was just gonna say, Clown on our space way better. All do that. But looks like we have our first chat here. We got D-Town guy in the house.
D-Town guy.
Baby.
Hey, what's up, man? But yeah, so like I said, we got some wrestling to talk about now, guys. We will talk about
football here.
There we go. How's it going, man? Let me say, what should we talk about first? Should we talk about the King, Queen of the Ring? Shorter, So that's easier than, the bloated card for.
Well, it's the amateur hour out of the way.
Okay. And we can push through that one actually. And it's not even complete, but I do have, like I said, I was like going through what we have here. So we're going to kind of go through it, have our own opinions on certain things. And we're going to start off with, I think CBM's, it's going to be CBM's favorite match of the night.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so let's start off with that. We do have Chris Jericho, the FTW champion, the Learning Tree.
Reinvented himself again.
Oh, with Big Bill, because now Big Bill's with him.
Where's Stark at?
Well, Ricky Stark's one of those members that watched Royal Rumble live. So why do you think he's not on TV? I'm just sitting here saying there might be a reason for it. Jericho with Big Bill, he'll face the FTW Contender Series winner. And by the way, what is the Contender Series? Yeah, that's some of those things I made up, of course. But
Kind of sounded like it just happened.
oh, it did. It did.
Oh, okay.
The first round of the Contender Series happens on May 18th. You know what day it is now, guys? It is May 21st. So that tells you that the first
3
round.
days. So this is not Dark Day.
Yep. So you're all right. Let's talk about this stuff. The qualifiers of this FTW tournament was Hook. Well, no, this is everybody in the tournament. Hook beat Johnny TV. Katsuyori Shibata beat Rocky Romero. And Brian Keith beat Boulder. Okay, can I just say this?
Is that Horace Boulder?
Yeah, who the fuck is Boulder? I don't even know.
Horace Boulder.
Which became
You know what?
You
know what? Metal would have been better there than Boulder. I'm just saying.
It's just kind of like you see 3 people with red shirts beam down to the planet, and then it was they're winning. It's like Saturday morning WWF.
Yeah.
Back in the early 90s, late 80s.
Oh, yeah, challenge or
Yeah, the challenge where you had, it's Ultimate Warrior verse. Frank Martin. Yeah. I wonder who's going to win this one.
Dwayne Gill.
Yeah.
So now Hook, Shibata, and Brian Keith won. So now those three. Those three will face a triple threat match tomorrow on Dynamite, and then the winner will face Jericho in an FTW rules match. Gee, I wonder who's going to win the match, guys. So.
I'm gonna say Hook wins this one.
But here's the question: does Shibata see? They should do everything. They should just flip the script on booking Shibata because, as you know, because according to Tuna Mel, he is awesome. We remember him from New Japan. We remember. The thing is, he's credible, but is he booked credibly? No. Tuna Mel says that they took his brain out of his head and then put it back in his head. Now that's the quality of reporting we get from Tuna Mel. So think about this. Would you book Shibata as like the hapless Japanese guy running into stuff? And I don't know where I'm at. Oh, am I supposed to do this move? Because no, I don't have my brain. I have someone else's brain.
I don't got a brain.
I'm going to drag him 10 times in a row.
Yes.
Japanese on drag, though.
Oh, I love Japanese.
So they can say that. Make sure they keep saying it.
Right.
So, yeah. Needless to say, regardless of who wins the Contender Series, they face Jericho. So, come on, they're going to get that match almost 20 minutes. Because Jericho, he'll be like third match from the end or something.
I think you might be the openers.
Oh, no. If you actually look at the show, Jericho has to be in that last hour of the show. Almost every show he has.
I hope he doesn't wear trunks. I hope to God he does not wear trunks.
I don't think he's going to wear trunks.
I mean, what is wrong with him? Does he actually think he's still got it?
No, he definitely just looks like the Karen that's complaining at the supermarket for a expired coupon, Kohl's Crash coupon or something.
Yeah. Jera NDA. I mean, that's
Jera
what we're dealing
NDA,
with. That's what we're dealing with at this
It's going to
point.
be very confused to go to a Kohl's and try and buy groceries.
So, needless to say, I'm pretty sure we're on the same page here with this match we don't care about. This will be a bathroom break. We'll be making some more food or and drinking some more
I call it the Shayna Baszler Ronda Rousey spacer match.
Sorry. That
That's
hurts.
That's brutal,
It hurts
man.
the soul.
Ouch. So let's move on to another match here. Let's get these out of the way. We've got Trent Beretta versus Orange Cassidy in a grudge match. His best friend is no more, and now you have a grudge match with pockets and
Pockets.
like this match could just be on the pre-show for all you know.
He is Pockets as champion.
No, it's because they broke up. Because Trent Beretta they broke up, and now no one.
I see the ends uncontrollable.
This is what gets me. So now we're going to talk about this idiot later. Is Jungle Juice Jack Perry? Right. But look at Pockets, right? Now you guys remember what drew you to professional wrestling? It's men. Actual men contesting for championships, like the NWA United States Heavyweight Championship. That's what drew you. The stories involving them.
Tough guys.
Tough men. Does Pockets fit in that criteria?
No.
I'm just wondering.
Not at all. And
I'm sorry.
We've actually we covered that in depth.
we really have, but they continue to push them, and he might have an okay match here and there, but the problem is when you have
His shelf life. His gimmick has a shelf life.
when he beat Shane Taylor clean with a punch, he beat the guy that's trained in boxing with a boxer and give him a punch. That's what?
A guy almost 3 times his size.
Like, here's the difference. When people were like defending that, they were like, "Well, you didn't say the same thing about Big Show and Floyd Mayweather." Like, Mayweather is a professional boxer that was able and took his glove off and really punched Big Show, who was lower, at his face. So he probably did not. I mean, it's that storyline. Yeah, we get it. But still, legitimately, he was knocked him out.
And let's face it, Big Show would he eats as much as Mayweather.
Right.
Exactly. So that's not the same thing.
Mayweather was and is undefeated.
I'm not getting into this because I still think you can. I mean, I'm not touching.
Okay.
That's fine. So again, this is another match where they're gonna have this video package. They're gonna talk about it. It might even end. This match actually might even end with a no contest. If they really want to do him getting pissed off and going like Pockets lost, not blood lost, like Pockets lost, like after a no little hit, you're gonna see him actually attack him. It might end in a no contest, and because to give other matches more time.
What happened to the third member of Best Friends?
Was Rocky Romero, right?
Yeah.
He was in that FTW
yeah, he must be devastated from that grueling set of matches that he had to get to this point.
Yeah, he lost. He lost to Shibata, so he's done,
Yeah.
So it's like this match.
You get involved.
Exactly, that might happen. This match might not even actually happen, and it doesn't really matter because Pockets is going to win. There's no question.
Yeah, I hate to break JC again, but Pockets is going to win this one.
Pockets is going to win. Now,
Essentially going to become world champion.
oh my gosh.
I know.
Here we go. Maybe the super soft Bessie belt that I made. He might even have that.
Best belt.
I haven't even seen that.
I have not seen
I gotta. Afterwards, I gotta show you it. It's gonna be a good time.
Okay.
Now, since CBM, love the segue there. Hey, you got anything to drink here? Are you getting jungle juice? Okay, let's go. So how about we have Anarchy in the Arena match?
That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. In case you folks you haven't noticed, I have been disconnected from AEW for a little while. It's not gonna change.
What the hell does Anarchy? Is that just like how the Tupelo concession stand match was, like a Texas tornado.
They fight through the entire arena.
So,
And they
rather a hardcore junkyard match.
So it would be what, an 8-man Texas
Yes.
tornado match?
Yep. Basically, anything goes. No pin, no tags, nothing like that. They fight all around the arena. And the only cool one I remember seeing was the one where Moxley was in it. He was in a couple, but they played his music, right? And he had Wild Thing, right?
Right, because he wants to be at Sushi Onita.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
So what was cool though is the music played, and they forgot to turn it off. So I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. But then Jericho was in the match, and he like shut it off, physically shut it off, and he got some nuclear heat, so that was good. So this match is going to be, get the heat, and it's going to be, I don't even know. You have the Elite, you have Okada, Jack Perry, and the EVPs, the Young Bucks, versus Bryan Danielson, FTR, and Darby Allin, because Darby Allin has nothing to do now. So,
did he climb out of this? I haven't heard Jack
he got hit by a bus.
he got hit by a bus.
He got hit by a bus.
So
he did. He got hit by a bus.
So he's on his way to Nepal and he got hit by a bus.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yes.
so right now, this match is already just like whatever. Because you have like Okada in a match that's not like
It's not going to get through his strength.
why nothing to his. He is the glorified bodyguard now. Yeah,
He's a second-rate Cody Rhodes here.
when
That's how they're booking.
Yeah,
That's how they're booking him. Even though we remember him from New Japan, we remember the tremendous matches that he's had for years there, and yet you would never know it.
nope. But TK made these big deals from TK.
We got Osprey.
We got Osprey. We got Mercedes.
The CEO.
You want to talk about someone that can't draw 15 cents in Chinese? I mean, is
oh my God. But you know what? As for this match, I feel bad, right? Because FTR is now locked into this match.
I read for those.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson too.
I have a question. I don't know if you've seen Twitter. I don't know it or X or whatever. But
I know it's gonna get to you.
Dax, what is Dax Harwood's issue? He seems it's like he's losing credibility with every tweet that he makes because he is butt licking TK, trying to defend AEW from critics that say, well, maybe TK should get a booker. A booker that's not him.
Legitimate question.
And yet Dax Harwood just goes off defending him. I mean, what a bootlicker.
Oh, no. I think they did. He's going to be starting kind of soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think I know.
Tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. No, wouldn't that be something?
It won't be something. It'll be fucking awful.
I don't think he's still there. I don't think so.
The boys are.
Now,
yeah.
Now that guy might know some about this, but Scott D'Amore's family, they're pretty well off in the construction business.
Yeah.
And he doesn't need the money. I mean,
he does it for the clout.
He does it for the clout. And that's how he was trying to purchase at least a large stake in TNA. And Anthem just rebuffed him and said, no.
And we don't like you trying to outbid us or undercut us, so bye-bye.
So would he? I mean, what could TK pay him? But you see, I don't think TK. I think TK thinks that from his years on the Prodigy and CompuServe message boards, on going through the news groups, on Rexport Pro Wrestling, and just toiling away and doing that he thinks he can book. So
he's a hardened worker, that TK.
Yeah.
My privilege is unlike anybody else we've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Even though he looks like the scolded schoolboy when he's in those media scrums.
He looks like
the actual owner. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like always on cocaine.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, can I talk? His eye on his eyes. Yeah.
But that's great. Everything's great.
Great.
I don't mean to shit on some of the legit people that are in AEW.
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
Like a good portion of
No.
are good.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's why when we critique it, we're critiquing it in a way to show that these men deserve better.
Yes.
They deserve to be booked
We're
better.
on your side.
Yes.
You know if I don't like you and I don't think you deserve anything.
Yes.
What is Powerhouse Hobbs? I mean, how has he been booked?
You don't heard I would put him in.
Where?
How do I know? Miro. Where?
No Hobbs, no Miro, no Wardlow. And they tried 3 times to get Wardlow over.
No, he was over. He was over.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, he was. And then your champion we're going to talk about later.
Oh, yeah.
But, you have to book him strong. You have to book him like a champion. And the fans have responded to him. But what do? You don't do that. So, but and I'm sorry to interrupt about
No, it's
idiot
okay.
Harwood here.
Well, no,
it's just stressful.
Yeah.
Harwood's a great worker.
He's a great worker. Yes.
You don't know where he's coming from.
Yes.
I think the problem is with how the social media became so big now that a lot of these wrestlers believe they have to be so entwined, and it's like
No workers, the best wrestlers give them sparing stuff. They go out there and they do their stuff on the show and they limit the interaction. I mean, I hate calling the old school in me, but you shouldn't put pictures of you with your kids out at a fucking amusement park.
Well, especially if you're a heel.
If you're a heel. Now, if you're McFoley, who's like super dad, I'm sure you video stuff and now play up to his character. Beautiful.
Now, another end of that, this is why we all loved MJF so much. That guy would do the same pictures as Carnival, except to be a picture of him busting the kid's balloon or something. He would post that.
No. That's why I like MJF, because he understands that.
And autograph signing, someone gave him his action figure. He ripped the figure open and threw it on the ground, and then he picked up the plastic and signed it and gave it to the kid. It's just a kid. It was that's funny because it's in character for him. WWE, man, they could never get away with that because publicly traded company. Someone gets pissed off. As long as it was a plant, yes, they couldn't just pick one random person. They would try and try.
Okay, so we've established these things. What's next?
Well, so everything Arena is just going to be a shit show. That's all
They always are.
Everyone's going to do their super moves. It's going to be like a video game. Everyone's and it's going to end up. I mean, Darby Allin's going to take some crazy spot.
No.
They're going to be like, hey, guess what, Darby? Like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
one guy sitting with a bus in here.
Oh my God. So really, I don't care who wins because
Everybody loses.
this is
Except-
Just watch the Every Predator. I gotta use that tagline as much as possible.
like right now, we don't even get no tag team title match. So this could have been badass. We could have had a rematch of FDR versus the Young Bucks and possibly someone debuting. Someone
Shut up.
AEW, or nothing.
You stop it.
You know what would be awesome if they debut?
No, it wouldn't. One of the guys would be awesome if they did.
So the winner of the stadium obviously is that the Motor City Machine Guns are signed with AEW if they haven't already.
Oh. Breaking news.
Breaking news!
Motor City Machine Guns are hosting a tag team seminar.
All right.
I think somewhere like in Macomb County or something.
No,
We should go.
Yeah, I think it's
go.
June 6th or something. It's $200 per team. And if you're a single, you got to find someone else because it's for tag teams only.
Oh my
Yes. So if you want
I
to
would
learn,
badly listen to Saban.
yes.
Yep.
But not the shell bell.
No.
Show.
Fuck that guy.
So this match right here just does nothing. It locks the tag team titles behind your top pay-per-view. Remember, like it's a top pay-per-view, now they have no tag team.
No, they need to be the longest running
That's cool.
AEW champions.
Yeah.
I'm over the Bucks. I've been over the Bucks for a very long time.
Don't you love their suits? I mean, don't you?
Yeah,
They look like they look
I don't
like
mind
camouflage. That's what they do. The mustaches and the suits and whatnot.
I don't mind the suits now. I mean, whatever you played up your EVP thing, you took something out of a situation and you ran with it. Good.
But it took so long to do
Yeah,
it.
they should have done it immediately.
They should have. Oh yeah. But-
Hold on. You don't like us doing flips for no good reason. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. That actually would make sense. Anyway,
So this match is another one that is just there, whatever. Now we're gonna move on to the first women's match of the night that we finally actually get a match from her, right? But the CEO, Mercedes Moné, the former Sasha Banks.
I thought she was in New Japan.
She was. She signed a New Japan deal, but those deals are always per match basis. They're not a contract yearly basis.
Are you saying that they're requiring performance to dictate their pay?
No way. So yeah, right. So last year, Mercedes Moné showed up at the Wrestle Kingdom. Right, she showed up at Wrestle Kingdom going after your women's title championship.
She win.
She beat then Kairi Sane, who was the champion before she came back to the WWE. So she won the championship at the show, the Valley, the Battle in the Valley, and then she held on to it for, then she dropped the belt. But then she was going after Willow Nightingale for the Women's Strong Championship, which, funny story, Chad Dubad, someone that collaborates with us, loves wrestling.
Chad
Dubad, you're listening. His girlfriend was actually at the show in California, I believe, where that happened. Where Mercedes Moné, I believe it was California because New Japan started doing a lot of the shows in the United States.
No, she lives in California.
Oh, she lives there.
Oh, yeah, because I just met the lovely person the other day.
Oh, okay. So she was at that show. That's the one where Mercedes Moné broke her foot, and she was supposed to win the belt, but they changed it, which made sense to do. So Willow ended up winning the belt, the New Japan Strong title. Then Mercedes was out for several months. Then she was done with New Japan. Then you fast forward to All In, and the worst giveaway for a person showing up in the match.
Uh-huh.
So they had their big Wembley show that they wouldn't stop talking about. And then randomly in the show, they show Mercedes Moné in the upper deck, just shooting with some other people, just randomly there, and that was it.
That was
it. That was it. They said, "Oh, she's here." Okay, what? And then mind you, that happened in August, late August, and now they made the official announcement at the big business.
Hey, right? It's May.
It's May. Oh, so now it's May. And it's not May.
Booker of the year.
We finally get a match now. I called it. I called it the second I saw one. I guess they're going to have her face her because that was the last time she saw her. And now it's going to be for another championship. So now we're going to have her face her in this grudge match. She's the heel. Yes. Willow's the TBS champion.
I would be taking a bathroom break during this match.
I mean, is there someone who is less over than Mercedes Moné?
Yeah.
I mean,
Willow's got that Bailey effect right now.
Yeah,
the original Bailey effect. Well, yeah, because that Bailey thing doesn't last too long. And it's I'm sorry. They did their contract signing this past week. And
those are becoming more prevalent. You ever notice that? They didn't have contract signs for the longest time.
Yeah, but someone who knows what that's usually.
it's overdone.
She picked her up for a gut wrench, tilt roll, power bomb, and it was so awkward because it's Willow barely got her up, and Mercedes is so small. So
Mercedes might have dead weighted her though.
Ooh, good call. That's a good call right there. So
I didn't. Somebody did with me in the match one time.
I'll bet that pissed you off.
Oh, yeah.
That's not cool.
It's not cool out there.
So this match, I did like Sasha Banks in WWE. I did. I think she was at one point really over, and she did work well with some of the other, wrestlers, especially the Four Horsewomen when they came in, and other people too. But now it's just well, what's going to happen? You're going to give her the title right off the bat? I don't think they are.
You don't do that.
I don't think
we're going to have the same team up.
What's wrong with Sam Gale, my friends?
What's
wrong with
comedy game?
Jim Cornette's what's wrong with Sam Tebow.
All I know is we're going to have a big ass entrance in Vegas. All the glitz can go on forward. They're going to have a match that's going to be slogged down, which is my biggest pet peeve with women's matches. I mean, any match in general, but the women's matches, if they start, they're so slow motion, where they're not fluid, and they're just sitting here like, now we're waiting for another move. If you're not, and I don't know. I guess that bothers me. I see it in AEW, I see it in WWE. You see it everywhere. I'm telling you. I'm sorry.
I would recommend them to film it at a little bit fewer frame per second so that it actually artificially speeds up the match.
Yeah.
Like a video, let's say, is 29.97 frames per second, then why not do it at like 28.9, 28.8, we'll say, and just a little bit to make it just seem like it's like they're going faster than they are. Yes, and that's the problem, though, too, in WWE, where it seems like they're in slow motion. TNA, especially with the six-sided ring, the movement looked stilted. You know, it looked like it was jittery stop and go. And if you film it at a slightly less frame rate, that will speed it up. And so that's what I would recommend. What the hell do I know?
So, what's your predictions, though, guys? For Mercedes wins the title in her first match.
Strong Style Championship.
No, it would be the TBS women's title. Yeah, she's gonna win it.
Yeah.
You know, here we go. I might change my mind for the championship.
She's gonna win it, but she might nefarious means.
Nefarious means I like that. I like it. Yeah, someone else come out with her now. Like,
who knows? I mean, as long as she's not wrestling Toni Storm for the title and taking it from her.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I would be looking at the best gimmick in AEW. I want to reiterate that one more time. Best gimmick the guy.
Well, since you now had a good segue, see, you had a bad segue earlier with the jungle.
I did.
We have a great segue.
Well, not all heroes wear capes.
So, exactly. So we do have, again, like you were mentioning, guy, timeless, Toni Storm, one of the best gimmicks right now in wrestling.
She's carrying the division. Well, not carrying, but she's
pretty much, I'd say. I mean, and she's facing off against Serena Deeb. And
she's a very good worker.
Yeah,
she is.
And I'm very happy.
Yes.
And I'll tell you right now, I'm excited for this match. Like, I'm excited for Toni Storm since she, when she first started in NXT, and when she came to WWE, and then they brought up the main roster quick, and then she was gone because she didn't want to she didn't like the work, that specific workload. And that takes a lot for someone to be like in the major league and say, no, I don't want to.
They wanted her to be a paid-by wrestler.
Yeah.
She wanted to do innovative stuff. And
that was a different time when that happened.
So I think if they offered her something now,
completely different.
I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't happen in the near future.
True. That is true. Now, what I do like is the fact that they brought in Mariah May, who a lot of people downloaded that name and she wrestled in Japan. Correct me if I'm wrong, was it Shimmer or was it Stardom that she was in?
Stardom.
Yeah. And she had a lot of good work over there. Unfortunately, now she only gets compared to Tiffany Stratton in WWE because they have pretty much the same gimmick. But don't get me wrong, she got interviewed about it. She's like, that's a great comparison because Tiffany Stratton's a great wrestler. So I don't know. But I do like Mariah May, and I loved the last show when she came out dressed as Toni Storm's like her gimmick. Yeah. And everyone was like, oh my God, what? Wait, what? That's Toni Storm, not Toni Storm, because she looked just like her. And this is a fun little, play off of her character. So now this match, this is going to be a pretty good match, I think. I think I'll give them at least 16, 17 minutes for this match. Yeah.
15 to 20. My thoughts on this is that I think Storm's going to retain because they're really like beefing up that women's title.
Oh yeah, I think so too. I think that's a smart move right now.
And that Tony will retain through nefarious means.
That is fine.
But yes, I believe she'll
Everybody
retain.
runs in AEW now.
Yep.
Everybody runs in.
You either have all the factions or everyone.
All 19 factions.
It's gotten a little bit less now, but how many factions do you have at one point?
I'm sick of hearing about factions. I mean, and these afterbirths. I mean, because that's what it is. I mean, oh, we got another run in. Oh, we got a second run in. I mean,
For God's sakes.
at some point, run-ins don't mean anything anymore.
Right.
ECW, it didn't matter.
Well, if you all remember WCW 2000, the glorious Vince Russo booked, dumpster fire.
You're making Dr. Lil cry.
I mean, and that's because we live it, right? Well, you would notice that the fans were trained to look toward the back.
Yeah.
Because they were trained to expect run-ins, which is counter to the whole point of a run-in.
Well, it wasn't even the 2000s. It was before then. It's like as soon as the NWO got loaded.
Yeah,
With the B team and the
they had tears.
I got tears right now. I'm crying.
Stevie Ray and Vincent, Uncensored 99.
That was actually, I enjoyed that one because it was so off the wall.
Oh my God! You want a little bring that?
The Harlem Street Fight in Louisville, Kentucky. Yes. Harlem Street Fight in Louisville, Kentucky. Get ready.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh!
Street Fight in Kentucky. Yeah.
Oh man! So moving on now. Here's something now. Okay. So we have John Moxley, who is your current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Second most prestigious heavyweight title in the business.
Yes. He's facing Takeshita in a eliminator match. So basically, that is AEW's fancy term for non-title match. But if Takeshita wins, he'll get a future championship shot,
which is a non-title match against the champion.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
so that's a non-title, but if he wins, he'll get a future title shot.
Yeah, and we're gonna deliver the Pepsi challenge. If you can tell us when he wins, where he's gonna challenge that,
Yep,
he will send you a Funko Pop.
Oh yeah, it's so cute. You think Moxley will be the one who'll challenge? That's funny. Moxley will lose the belt back at Forbidden Door to a Japanese wrestler. Okay, because why do you think this is not a championship match? Because they're like, you can't think it's a championship match. But he did it. The first week he was champion, they made a championship match on Dynamite. I'm sitting there like, I don't think they got it. I know, but it's still the idea that someone got a championship shot. And yes, they had no chance of winning. That's still on record that he got a championship shot. And
Right.
you're probably like, did you tell us that you were
I mean, see, this is what TK, for as much as he claims to know about history, has no idea about history. Now, you all remember 1993 WCW, and then it goes into 94 with the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, which was parallel with the WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Mm-hmm.
And what had happened, Ric Flair held the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, and WCW wanted to book him to lose to Rick Rude. Well, the NWA Board of Directors says, oh, no, well, we didn't sanction this, right? And, well, the NWA then says, well, we're stripping your authority to field our title. And so what did WCW do? They renamed the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, which is the big gold, with the brown strap, which that, in my opinion, is the best one. But that's they renamed it the WCW International Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
And so, but that's because they never cleared any kind of title matches or especially title changes with the other sanctioning body. So you can't just start branding IWGP Heavyweight Championship matches without New Japan being in on it. They have to be in on it.
But the Cocaine Cowboy TK.
Oh,
You gotta understand this.
and he thinks it's all great and tremendous.
Look, we have here, I think the Bucket is here, but here we got Chad.
Oh,
yeah. Love to talk. Yeah. What's up? What's up with you, man? We already missed you. Oh, producer.
Yeah, here we go.
Hi, buddy. Oh, okay. So he'll come up here in a minute, but hi. Oh, look what's up today.
Here we go. Now here's the real boss of this production right here.
I don't know. His work was pretty
There
well.
we go.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, with this match, Moxley, Ketchum, I think it's going to be a good match.
Let's get
Yeah.
But to Ketchum, he has to go because he deserves to put in that world title.
Because he's been improving a lot. I mean, I'm starting to feel him. You know, I'm starting to like him more and more.
Yeah,
Mox doesn't have a problem jobbing for real.
That's true.
exactly.
He doesn't. He's a worker in that sense.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think so.
And has been from CZW days on.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
As long as it makes sense.
It's gotta make sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
So it makes sense. But yeah, so let's see a pretty good match here. They'll probably give I don't know, 14 minutes, 12 20. You think 20 minutes for Mox?
Yeah.
Mox is like, no, I don't want to do that.
I'm going to be in the first 2 minutes.
Oh, God.
And then I'll be again in 10 minutes. So you might.
Maybe. So what do you think, Steve, now timeline?
No, I'm thinking 20 minutes, and I'm thinking Tuna Meltzer will give this 4.5 stars.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We have to talk about that, too. I have to bring that up on my phone, or if you have that, too, I sent you. We'll do that in a minute.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
We'll finish
Yeah.
So there's a couple matches left on this double or nothing. That might be so far. Because tomorrow on Dynamite, we'll probably have 4 more matches.
Yeah, so card subject to change.
So in this match, and I do like the fact that they kind of built this matchup, which is shocking. We were talking about TK. And you have Adam Copeland, the TNT champion, versus Malachi Black.
This is going to be good.
Oh, yeah. Because they've actually done good building up for it.
Yeah.
Utilizing Malachi Black as a singles match he deserves, and it's a barbed wire steel cage match. So, it's basically just a steel cage match with barbed wire at the top, right? Wrapped around a little bit.
This is tough. Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's where right now, Edge and Logan, he doesn't need that belt. But Malachi would do so well having a single title.
And also considering House of Black has captured the trios titles. It would be
Oh, yeah, another belt's that on the card. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, the Acclaim aren't on the card yet. Bullet Club Gold's not on it. Adam Cole's not on it. Let's see who else is not on the card.
Yeah.
MJF, wherever he's at, is on here.
But you know something though, that
He's a training, so.
but historically though, that's always been the problem with 6-man tag titles and or trios titles is they're defended initially pretty regularly, but then they all fall by the wayside and you never see them.
I would rather see the U.S. tag title.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But that's been the bugbear of every 6-man tag title is they're initially defended a lot, but then they fall by the wayside and no one cares. And then the wrestlers who are still the trios champions stop bringing their belts to the ring.
well, that's why they did that unification match, by the way, that was on the pre-show of the last week. For the trios titles. You know,
What are you going to
The trio set. The Ring of AEW trio sets and the
Oh, you're talking both of them.
the unified both of them.
Oh, God.
All right, buddy.
It was the Acclaim, obviously.
But now Malachi Black honestly may be the toughest guy in AEW, and this is why. Because during that whole backstage scrum
You open that door.
with during that backstage scrum with
Don't worry about it. We'll get fine. We'll figure it out.
we'll see. There we go. During that backstage scrum, there you go. We're gonna let the boss go out.
And
There we go.
boss had to go take care of
All right. So during that backstage scrum now with CM Punk and Jungle Juice, Jack Perry, that who comes up just walking up with a cup of coffee, like, hey, oh, so what's going on? Malachi Black. Now you see, now there's a guy who probably takes his coffee black. He just, see that? They just write himself. But the thing is, he was unfazed by the fight that caused TK himself to be fearing for his life. And so obviously, he's the toughest guy around.
Yeah,
It's so funny you say that, though, CVM. Like, he feared for his life. Think about these other promoters that are back in the territories.
Right.
They would go to the house with the guns. Yeah, instead of other people's rings on fire and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, would Bill Watts have feared for his life?
No,
Not
no,
hard.
it's not how they grab the guy when you get him in chokehold.
Exactly. You know, so what can I say about that? But that's where Malachi Black, to me, you know, his push has been long overdue. I mean, seriously, as a single, and in a way, he's mired. Like the House of Black almost brings him down because he can't showcase his singles talent.
He came in like a monster.
Yeah.
And if they want to keep him, they need to, because he was there was a big rumor there for a while that him and Buddy Matthews were going to leave, because look, they're both their women in WWE. You know? So it's like it's hard for us to be like, hey, if they're not going to push us, we're going to go back on our shit.
Right.
Like I'm glad they did that. I mean, very Charlotte, and it's like
Well, and
you're not using it at all.
Andrade intentionally got into a fight, so
So we got off TV.
Yes.
I mean, it's the best, right?
he did though.
That tells you the state of the company. People say, what about WWE? I've never heard of someone get into a fight in WWE so they could be off TV.
Yes.
I'm just, that's insane. That tells you, best booker of the year, Meltzer, Tuna Meltzer, for like, what, 3-4 years in a row? Boom. Best booker, TK, apparently. You know.
He's about to go over his house like his grass and stuff.
I think they do other things. I think other jobs there.
Well, but
Landscaping, but not so much on
They didn't take their girls.
But if you look, whenever Meltzer does like a Zoom call or he tries to film his little Wrestling Observer Radio, his house is a mess.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a dumpster fire. Yeah,
like you have this for so many subscribers, and you can't actually never like this sound right here. This is, I can make this a little harder, but it still looks better than Meltzer has. This is so frustrating.
All right.
But I say Malachi should win this match.
I think he should. I think he should.
Since it's already a cage match, you know. So
It'll prevent the other members of the show. It'll prevent the other members of the House of Black from interfering. But it'll also show that he can get it done on his own.
yes,
right.
I like it. Make it happen. And then we move on to we do have right here. We have Roger Strong, the international champion, versus Will Ospreay. Now, come on, guys.
Unless there's interference,
Come on.
Ospreay's gonna go.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind Ospreay's going over. Yeah, there's going to be interference. Ospreay's going to destroy everyone. Because bro, wait, hold on. Bro.
And, you know, because he's been there for so long, too. He deserves to have it all already, right?
Yeah, but
building it up.
well, that's the thing, though. It's like you have someone like Ospreay. He's like a monster, talented.
Yeah.
And you have him as this good guy, which is very weird to me. Again, it's not. he doesn't really to me work well.
No, he's better than heel.
People like him, and he's a heel. Like this guy is the one that hits you with the hidden blade. Look at that bad hit the back of the head.
Yes.
I know that tactic move.
I mean, he has what Picker had.
Yes, that's a great way to play it. Over, but you
Over
want to
the
hate
head.
him.
You want to hate him too.
And you're getting the international championship, which is great because it's the guy who wrestled everywhere, so it makes sense. And Roderick Strong, I'm sorry, this guy, he's
He's amazing.
from, I was going to say he's a pretty good wrestler, but he is outclassed in every aspect. Like he's the creative character, the base creative character. That's what he is.
He's good for holding a secondary title.
He is. He's perfect, like the Ring of Honor TV title.
Yep.
That back then, I enjoyed him a lot in Ring of Honor. I thought Roderick Strong, was and is phenomenal, but his lack of size hurts him. I mean, but he's overcome that throughout his whole career. But obviously, this is where the booking, obviously Ospreay's going to go over. I don't know if he's going to hit him with a can of spotted dick or not to win. or the win will be here. or if the win's going to be clean. I assume it'll be clean.
It'll be clean.
And
it's going to be, it'll be interesting.
There he is. Even Ospreay won until Omega against that.
Oh, for sure.
But we got to speak on that, though, don't we?
Yeah.
We have to speak on the fact that now it seems that Kenny Omega is trying to work an angle and utilize Meltzer and Jim Cornette against one another. And Meltzer,
Cornette's not going to fall for that.
well, so what had happened though, Meltzer, because Kenny Omega, it seems that the only time that I won't say the only time, but where he's most candid is when he's on Twitch playing some fighting games, Street Fighter 6 or whatnot. Then he starts letting loose. He destroyed Rossi Ogawa, former head of Stardom, and then when New Japan parent Bushiro bought them.
He did the Marigold, right?
And then they fired Rossi Ogawa, and then Rossi Ogawa created this new Marigold.
Marigold.
I forgot Marigold. Got used to the accent in the beginning. Marigold. So okay. So Kenny Omega just destroyed Rossi Ogawa. So, but then Kenny Omega starts talking about his matches and says, "Well, I never was a good EVP anyways. And I never believed in, doing all the extra stuff in matches. And I never worried about my star rating. I just want the fans to have a good match.
Really trying to be a face on
And he's trying to get over with Jim Cornette, right?
Oh, for sure.
And, and so what happened,
he's like, wait a minute.
Initially, Jim Cornette on his podcast with Brian Last was amused by it. But you see, because Omega started to poke at the credibility, started to poke at the credibility of the Meltzer star rating, Dave Meltzer had to go out and says, "Well, guys, this is all work, right? This is completely a work."
Maybe Omega's actually saying something.
Right. And that's the thing. Maybe Omega is telling the truth here, and that Meltzer just had to say that because if Omega's telling it like it is, then that throws his whole star rating system, his 7-star match, and then throws that all in the toilet.
Yep.
So now Ospreay and Omega, they're kind of building this up here, and I just didn't know if you guys had heard about it.
Yeah, I'd seen a little bit about it, and it's obviously we're just waiting for him to come back. I kind of like him. I do. And you already know what's going to happen is rematch for Ospreay. Most likely, in my opinion, it has to be
Conan. Conan.
Oh God! The Forbidden Door show they're doing in June or wherever. June or July right now. That's when you gotta have the match with Osprey and Omega. I don't care because you can't have the third match. I believe we had
Rubber match.
and it's perfect because you had them fight it. The last one was at Wrestle Kingdom and a great match there. So now you have them wrestle here. Like it'll be great. It'll be great for everyone involved. But whatever the storyline is going or not storyline, which the irony is it probably is a storyline. But Meltzer just has to plug his head into it, I'm gonna plug my head into it.
I mean, like,
You know what? Who knows? They go to let's see, Sizzler. But Sizzler and eat
everything special.
Yep. You got they split a coupon because of that. Meltzer's like, here you go. They waitress. You just give me a piece of paper with 3 stars on it.
Yeah.
That's your tip.
That's the guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, really much you know. So who's next?
So that would be the main event, actually. The main event of this whole show. Where you have this is the main Swerve Strickland, your world champion, your world champion, versus, for some reason, which I'm still very baffled about, Christian Cage.
Yes. Well, the fans have
organically
embraced Shane Strickland.
Oh, I would love it. I would love it if Christian Cage won.
Well, of course. My problem I have with this gimmick is that, he came out of nowhere just to have it. And don't get me wrong, we all like Christian as his heel. He's just so good at this patriarchy heel gimmick, and he just wants to see more of Nick Wayne's mom. Nick Wayne goes sit in the corner and cry. Why is everyone talking about mom? Because kid, you want all the birds and bees? You're about to find out. And all while Kill Switch is sitting there watching quietly. Oh yeah,
right.
He still wears the dinosaur mask, which is infuriating to me.
Hey, you need a new mask, bro.
No mask at all. Just don't wear the mask. Wear the stupid body armor thing. No mask.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, but no mask.
He's not a dinosaur.
You're not a dinosaur.
And at least that's better than Excalibur still wearing his mask. I mean, is he that ugly?
Yeah, apparently.
He's up there with Shark Boy.
Sure. Hey. Hold on. Wait, we like our Shark Boy, okay?
I do like Shark Boy. He's a good guy.
Fish Market Street Fight. Look it up.
Hey, having worked on shows with him, he's a good dude.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man.
See, having this match, I still am a little just confused about why Christian immediately gets a world title shot. There's no way. There's no way. Swerve Strickland.
I want to tell you right now. It makes sense to you why Swerve should retain. It makes sense to tons of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does it make sense to the booker?
I know. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, because it'd be a surprise.
Because you have massive interference from everyone from the patriarchy. Well, Nick Wayne just think he can interfere. Maybe Nana can beat you up.
Out of Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, whoever wins, the other person's going to lose.
Yeah. So that's and it's kind of sad because I want Swerve had he deserved that title, and I want him to get title one. So it should be a pretty good. At least half of that show looks pretty good, pretty entertaining. So I'm all for it. I know stadiums can't wait for the FTW title match.
Oh Lord!
They take out the trash cans that already have FTW spray painted on them.
Oh jeez! Oh come on!
Like, can you imagine the stage and had days like this? So spray painted stupid.
Look.
Jericho, maybe take my shirt off. That's weird.
First off, now that he's calling himself the Learning Tree. Not has. You wonder if this idiot Chris Irvin, because it's not Irvine. Oh no, you have to pronounce it Irvin. That you're taking your jocking everything off of a legend here in the original Big Cat Ernie Ladd.
Yeah. completely stole
his
stole his gimmick.
promos were incredible. And Chris Jericho, it's almost like he's regressing. It's almost like the initial promise that we saw, in FMW and then in ECW, WCW, WWF, later WWE. But it's almost as if his career hit that pyramid, and then as soon as he hits AEW and he realizes, TK's a big mark, I can get him to do whatever.
I can do whatever I want.
But now think about this though, Shayna Wayne, right? You gotta think for a minute. She is a wife of Buddy Wayne, the second Buddy Wayne, who promoted in Northwest. She knows all the old promoters' tricks. Don't think for a minute that she's not taking TK for a ride too.
Yeah.
He wishes that kind, but no.
Yeah, he wishes that kind. But no, he has Mega. But no, Mega's wants all the boys instead. but that's how that rolls.
Oh my God! Now, question.
Yes.
For this show, that's it so far. Obviously, stuff has to lock up tomorrow on Dynamite. Yes. Do you think MJF shows up at the show?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're not going to show up at the other one.
All right. So we have one here. CNN. What do you think? Do you think he shows up whether it's a real person or on video package or something?
Wasn't his contract expired? Wasn't
That was
WWE
the big
going to sign him?
the big rumor was that his contract was expired. The problem is a lot of that information can get kind of leaked out and then used as a storyline. Because we haven't heard anything about him since Royal Rumble.
Right.
Supposedly going to sign him. So it's hard for me to say. I'm almost inclined to go with this guy right here that he'll show up.
Well, he's a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah. So
I'm going to be the dissenter here, just to dissent for the hell of it. I'm just going to say no, he's not going to
all
show up.
right. That's going to be our vote for Sunday for the vote. Right there. So I think it's a pretty good show. At least some of the matches be.
No, they ain't 2 hours out of the way. Let's go on.
So now we're going to go with rewind. Now we have Saturday, Saudi Arabia, so it's an early show at 1 o'clock. I wonder, whatever, 12, 1 o'clock, whatever it is. Yeah, afternoon. And it's the king and queen of the ring. Yeah, I do. But you know what? They make a lot of money. Oh,
Well, they have to pay down that debt somehow.
yeah. That's why it's the summer of everything overseas. 'Cause look, you had the Lyon show in France. Now you have this show. Now you have a Clash of the Castle in Scotland, whatever. Then literally a couple weeks after that, July weekend, Money in the Bank is in Toronto. That's
Complete sense.
and then in August you have, and then I know, right? In August you have the Bash in Berlin show. So it's like,
So you don't want us to watch your pay-per-view.
Right.
I really don't feel like staying up till 3 in the morning to watch.
well, Money in the Bank will be fine because that'll be normal.
But that's another Meltzer drama that just happened a couple of days ago when he noted that the buy rate for Backlash was the lowest that it has ever been, and if it was under the old model, that premium live event would have been a complete failure. Not thinking that we're never going back to the old model.
Yes, why you bring up a bad model of a pay-per-view? And last time I checked, you can say that all you want. Did you not watch the crowd? Completely sold out crowd, losing their mind the entire time.
What a crowd reaction!
Yeah,
I mean, amazing.
Yeah,
It's cool that these guys that are starved, these crowds that are starved for them showing up and going there. That's cool for them. I'm just a little salty that we're having a pay-per-view in Toronto on 4th of July. I'm just saying.
right. Then it is all annoying.
I'm against the country of Canada. Okay, you're quirky. You're quirky.
Trust me, I know. Here we go. I know. Yes, here we go. But So yeah, we like I said, King, Queen of the Ring. So right now, the King and Queen final matches are still to be determined. So Gunther is already in the finals, which makes sense. That I like that. He will face here. So Gunther will face off against either Randy Orton or Tama Tonga.
It's good, Orton.
So let's go back real quick, just briefly, to how Okada goes to AEW, and Tama Tonga is now pushed so good now, but yet Okada is just like I'm just help or bodyguard. The Tama Tonga is pushed like a star right now in this Bloodline 2.0 kind of gimmick. So right now, Randy Orton makes sense to win. And then you have Randy Orton putting over Gunther. No questions. It'll be a great match to see Gunther win that. And then they'll move on. He'll have the best shit Berlin, which are going to go ballistic there.
He's primed for a main event.
Oh, he's going to be world champion. I predict with by the end of the year he'll be the world champion. And you'll see. I want him in the program with like Ron Baker.
I'm so glad he's not wrong.
Ilya Dragunov.
So good.
You know what? I love those programs. Right there, you'll have two banners. And then put them up with Sheamus.
The brothers tag team.
The Creed brothers.
I'm so glad they brought them.
So we'll talk about that in a second once I get to one of these other matches. But I will say that the Gunther, either versus Randy Orton or Tama Tonga, I think we're all in agreement that it's going to be Randy Orton.
I see.
I'm almost thinking that Tama Tonga wins only because that sets up maybe another program with Randy Orton versus Bloodline 2.0.
But I think Jay Uso is going to cost Tonga the match.
Actually great idea right there because
Bloodline to work.
Although they're definitely setting up for Bloodline
because the brothers are united, Jimmy and Jay,
and we still have to get Jacob Fatu. He's supposed to still be debuting eventually. Apparently, do you guys see the reason for why he isn't supposedly debuted yet?
Why?
Apparently, he hasn't debuted yet because they think he'll outshine Solo Sikoa in a leadership type role. And he'll make him look bad. Now, my problem is this. I got a little beef with Jacob Fatu because of some of his booking decisions he has with indies. Where he said he was going to do a couple indie shows that was paid way up front. All this money he took and then no show and did not give him money back. Like, I have a problem with that because your name, you were referred to as Bloodline member. Yeah, it really physically Bloodline, but not WWE. So they didn't take kindly to them using that. Like, you make us look bad, you know? Like, hey, get out. Give that money.
Well, his dad, Rikishi, right?
Yeah.
Went off on him and says, you need to make it right with the promoter here.
It's true. That's like, I worked the show with Rikishi before. And the guy is very straight and narrow, very matter of fact. What he said. He was just did the same thing.
Yeah. So, regardless, though, Gunther, I think, goes over and wins it. Goes on to bigger and brighter things. So, and I think their match will be 17.
I don't know. Gunter's going to get him out right. I think Gunther might get him out right.
Well, because again, he's been utilizing submission more, so he could be one of those where he gets the hit, and then he gets the submission. You know what I'm saying? So something like that. But gonna be a banger because I like all the kids say nowadays.
It's gonna clap.
It's gonna not look clap, but
no, not like Scotty Anton. Yes.
Or the wrestling move where you.
Yes. Box those ears.
Yeah, but he also did a sharpshooter called it the clap trap.
Yeah, he did.
That sounds like a Danny Gordon move, right?
Yes, it does. Because now let's think. You had the wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
G-Spot Jiggy.
The G-Spot Sweet.
G-Spot Sweet. Oh, I thought it was the G.
No, it was the
G-Spot Sweet.
Yeah, I think what's his face? Chris Chetty had a move that was something with Jiggy in it. Yeah, and then
I can't even remember now. Now we have to watch them.
Yeah, well,
we have to watch Danny Doring and Roadkill.
Hey, I'm fine with that. The last ECW Tag Team Champion.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to imply that because Danny Doring is one of my guilty pleasures. You know, him and Mikey Whipwreck.
Oh yeah.
I was just recently watching Cactus Jack's interview promos for ECW with Mikey Whipwreck. Solid goal. Solid goal. So does
Yes.
Hell yeah.
1995 ECW had a lot of good moments, man.
So moving on, we do have the women's Queen of the Ring Championship. So you have the Lyra Valkyria, so who got brought up from NXT and immediately got the Hugh Massive push, which I'm not gonna lie, after watching her in the tournament, she can go. She went 20 minutes on Raw. She was great, and with a great match.
She agreed with Becky Lynch in NXT.
Yep. Oh yeah, exactly. So she's gonna face off against either Nia Jax or Bianca
Refrigerator. Yeah.
So again, Nia Jax or Bianca Belair.
Put Nia Jax over Bianca Belair. Yeah,
Oh no, I think Lyra wins regardless. I say, in my opinion, I think she wins because this whole tag team of Jade Cargill and Bianca, their women's tag team, they're clearly going to be breaking that off. Like that's eventually going to get broken off.
It's going to be a feud.
Yeah, they're going to feud it, but they do like right now the popularity of Jade. So hold on to it as long as it makes sense. But her turning against her, she's got to come in with a baddie. Bring 2 NXT broads up. Make them baddie.
Man,
yes,
and make them baddie.
yes, baby.
I'm telling you. And we have.
I love it.
Steven is our baddie coordinator.
Yes. I do. I love baddie shows.
If I ever become a supervillain, I would go to CBM for my henchman.
The henchman. There you go. Or henchwomen.
But now, don't you think maybe that this sets up where Jade will turn and help Nia Jax win?
Oh man, that'd be something. Now that would be something right there. And it's possible. I just really, I don't want Bianca to win the Queen. I just don't. But you can see it.
Jade doesn't want to get hurt in the ring from Nia, so why not be on her side?
True. Well, you got to remember, the match before this in the tournament was Nia Jax and Jade Cargill, but Nia Jax won by DQ in less than 3 minutes.
Right.
She beat her up, and then she was trying to hit Jade with the chair, but Jade kind of like grabbed it, hit her. And the referee only saw her.
Right.
So technically, Nia Jax won by DQ and moved on to the tournament. So
Okay, so what is going up next?
Right. So, like I said, I'd like to see Lyra win because she kind of deserved it, but Bianca probably will win. I think Bianca will probably end up winning. I think they're going to wait on the breaking that team up.
Yeah.
So then we move on to the women's match, the Women's World Championship. Becky Lynch. Still irritated that she won that tournament, whatever that battle, I don't know, that battle royal. But now she faces Liv Morgan. And
I would love to go over.
Well, especially now because they're doing this great revenge tour with her against Rhea Ripley, and it makes perfect sense for her to beat Becky Lynch, hold on to this belt, and then continue harassing Rhea Ripley on TV every single week.
Yeah.
Because right now, they're subtly having her take everything away from her that means everything. She said this a few times. And I'm telling you, 2 weeks ago, I showed Sauce this, and he couldn't believe it. The picture that she did, the official picture from WWE.com, and she just got, I guess, okay, I do. Of her shorts, you see a little corner of it. You enhance the picture, and it's a purple corner of a bandana. And the last person over the purple bandana would be Dom. So come on, she steals Dum Dum, and just as of yesterday, there was video that got popped online. Now, mind you, when these videos get popped online, a lot of times it's like, okay, well, the fan maybe videotaped it. But sometimes, do you remember when they did that feud with Braun Breaker in NXT and he was pissed off and he was at the performance center? And somebody was just working out, video of themselves working out there and then caught the fight. I can't remember who he was fighting, and it looked real. It wasn't totally set up. It looked real, but it looked good. Oh, yeah, forgot. Real. Yeah. Go ahead.
Just people were fake.
People were fake. Wait, are we real? Oh, boy. Anyway, we'll go back to the existential question at a later time, but I'm telling you, when yesterday there was a video of Liv Morgan getting out of the SUV, and then Finn Balor got out of the same SUV. Now, a lot of people have said, well, Bob Starr's carpool, they did this, as I said. Not now, when the video was too clear, it was too clean.
Right.
To be like a fan video that just happening. They park the cars where you can't see them.
Oh, it's called a slow burner.
Yes.
Right.
She's now infiltrated in the takedown. She's going to go to the Judgment Day and take away everything from rehab. Revenge. So now, while she rehabs, she went to the title just every week. She keeps going after her, taking anything else from her. That works. Unlike the last time she had her gimmick, where she wanted a cute face, hey, a smiling face, that beat your face were clean. For some reason, that was both terrible.
Yeah. But Shayna must have had heat with someone backstage.
Yeah.
Maybe Michael Hayes or someone.
Yeah, well, that's not your problem anymore. So I think Liv Morgan should go over just for that sake, since they put her on the line into it now. What do you guys think?
Oh, I see Liv going over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's her time too. And Becky doesn't need the belt.
That's why I was so frustrated when she was the one that won that battle royal. I was like, really? You couldn't have given it to
Because Seth is the world champion, and
Seth is
not now, but I mean when she won it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. So it's like, why? But alas, we shall see how they're going to do this storyline. Moving on, now we can go back to what you were saying a little bit. We have Sami Zayn, champion. And it's nice to see him over in Saudi Arabia wrestling, by the way. It's nice after so long. I know he wrestled last show, but he hadn't for so long.
Right.
So and he's champion versus Chad Gable.
Thank you.
And Bronson Reed. Oh, excuse me. Big Bronson Reed.
I don't see Bronson Reed going over.
No, this is Bronson Reed's there to take the fall.
Yeah.
Triple threat rules match. Yes. Gable wins this match by going after Bronson Reed. Now, what you were saying right now, if you haven't been watching it, it's crazy fun to watch Chad Gable snap. Now, I caught everything you do, and I couldn't win. Now, snap.
Now he's a hard coach.
And yes, he's got an Alpha Academy like yelling at him, trying to whip him into shape. Now, Otis said, no, I'm not dealing with that. He's smacking Otis. But yesterday on Raw, guess who Chad Gable talking backstage with? The Creed brothers. So guess what? They were chanting "You suck" chants, just like they did for Mr. Kurt Angle. They're going to redo Angle in the world's greatest tag team.
Yes.
Oh,
How great!
What's going to happen to Maxine?
With Maxine, I know.
Yeah, what's going to happen to Maxine?
They're going to keep her in the Alpha Academy because she's going to be the woman that's getting taken advantage of.
Oh yeah, because right now she's got to yell at her to sack Sami Zayn. She doesn't want to do it. You have Akira Tozawa just like cuffed in the corner there, like don't talk. Like, I'm scared. And
You mean Akira Tozawa is no longer in witness protection?
no.
I mean, I was wondering because all I've ever seen him on was main event.
He's been part of this Alpha Academy for months.
It's very enjoyable. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah, that's all they got for him, Stevie. I'm glad.
Really?
Yes, I swear. I can't remember.
How come I never noticed him?
because I mean, it's easy not to know.
He wants to know.
He really does want that.
Well, it shows what the hell I know.
I think Gable's going to go over.
It was just because he deserves that title and his heel gimmick now, especially if the Creed brothers. If the Creed brothers show up and help him win and then say, "Hey, these guys get it. You guys losers. You guys don't get and I can just."
By the way, I'm sorry, but where's Apollo Crews been?
So Apollo Crews for a short time went back to NXT, had a feud there with Braun Breaker in the infamous diner room promo they had where you can look this up. It was okay, but it just was bizarre. They were in a diner eating, drinking, having a promo against each other.
Was it like a Waffle House?
Kind of. Yeah. I don't think I saw anybody with a roach behind their ear and a roach on the ground.
Yeah.
But it's still good food. I mean, you
know, Waffle House.
So, yeah, it's, all I know is this. It's that match is pretty good. I think I'm excited. I'm excited to see it, and we'll see if the Creed brothers come out and anything like that. If they don't come out there, they will come out right and wrong. When they Raw. So, yeah. But Chad Gable will go over across the ring. Sorry, you're taking the loss on this. Sorry.
I really want Gable to go over.
Well, look, Bronson Reed's going to do his big splash. Or
Gable's going to do the fucking rolling German.
Yeah. He's there to utilize his strength. Like what he did to Braun Strowman, any other big guy. You're going to see him. It's going to be good to see.
Yeah, I'm thinking Sami Zayn retains only because they're furthering the Gable Otis deal and Gable's command of Alpha Academy, and that Otis will somehow cost Gable when you have a visionary pin. Or Gable, or it looks like he should beat Zayn. But Otis will do something or cause Chad Gable to get distracted. And the most dangerous move in pro wrestling, the schoolboy. 1, 2, 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So now we move on to the last match of the card. There's only 5 matches on this card, by the way.
Fine.
With the cost of flying people over to Saudi Arabia.
They're not going to fly that many people over. And some people can't go over there. MVP, he can't even go. I'm not saying he's not ATV or anything, but he can't go over there. Just sad. I like it. If Jeff Hardy was a company, he definitely couldn't go over there. But we have the main event with Cody Rhodes champion versus Logan Paul, the United States champion. Now, when this was first booked, excuse me, they said it was going to take all match. So everyone's like, Cody Rhodes is U.S. champion, which I didn't actually hate for a second because what we most likely would have happened, and he would have immediately abdicated the belt. And we had a tournament. It would have been the best way to get the belt off Logan. We would have had a good match against Cody, and then you could go do other storylines. No. On SmackDown, they do another contract. And so they do another contract. And I swear to God, Logan does his guys look over and says, "No, you tricked me into this. This match is only for the Undisputed Championship. It is not for my United States Championship." So it's not on the line.
But now, wasn't it about 7 years ago or so where Seth Rollins was U.S. champion and WWE champion, and he defended against Sting first.
Yes.
And with that buckle bomb. Yeah, that's the only move where it looked a lot safer than it is. Whereas the whole idea of a pro wrestling move is that it looks more dangerous than it is because of selling. It's the opposite. And then Seth Rollins lost West Town John Cena.
Actually, Del Rio. Because remember, that's when Zeb Coulter came back and trying to push him as a this American Mexican champion, but with the US belt. It was such a bizarre angle, but he had two
Dirty
belts.
Dutch. I know, Dirty Dutch.
How can you not like him? Oh, don't say that too long. Dominic, Dirty Dominic.
Oh, yeah.
Mock Goodman. So this match right here, we're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna impress more. But right now, it's at the point where we know you wrestle, you care about the wrestling aspect. How are you going to have more matches and defend the title more?
That's why he's a fad. I've said this before. Logan Paul's a fad. He's not the guy that puts up every week. The only reason he's showing up is they put a title on.
Yeah. So whoever's in the time ball, let's see what's he's going to knock out again. That's all I care about. You know, the KSI or whoever else. So to me, this match is just a non-starter. It's the end of the roads, beating him crossroads in the middle of the ring, and that's it.
There will be brass knuckles brought out.
For sure. Oh, he's going to have the brass knuckles out. You know, and there's going to be there's going to be that close 10, 3 or 2
and 9, 10.
9. It's like it's good in there. Whoa! He's going to have Cody's going to Cody up. He's going to Cody up. He's Cody up.
It almost seems like that after Cody quote finished the story with Roman Reigns, it's almost like turn this guy heel already and put the face mask on him.
Put the mask, the dashing.
Yeah, just
actually at the last show at the Backlash, it was the funniest thing ever. And then because he has his match at Backlash, right? And in the match, he I don't know who he faced at Backlash. I don't know.
He faced AJ Styles.
Thank you. AJ was on the ground, and all of a sudden he did a cartwheel and then did the Stardust thing in his face. I'm like, what? What? I got funny is that?
I know. What you just remembered, Daddy eats first.
Daddy
That's the best t-shirt ever.
So basically, that's what we got. We got one show that's super loaded with 9 matches, and then now we have this show with 5 matches. But they'll be people entertaining in their own way. That's all I'll say about it. And it's good for us.
I'll tell you what was entertaining in its own way was wooing at a blind grandmother at Paisanos in Gainesville, Florida. That's entertaining in its own way.
Yes, and then he tells the story, and then he immediately gets, the whole story falls apart when the cell phone gave him the video wooing a blind grandma. Which, he definitely would have done that in like the 70s, 80s. As a heel. So he would have done the same thing.
But think about this.
He can't take it off. He just can't turn it off.
He can't.
Well, let's analyze some of this here. The tab was $1,500.
Oh my God!
At a pizza place where the average cost is $18.99.
Did he buy food for everyone the other day?
So what had happened is because he got into it with the manager, who he called Nicholas Dipshit, that he says, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give this waitress $1,000 tip, and I'm doing it so she can tell you to your face that you are an ass.
I mean,
now we don't know if the waitress told her boss you are an ass to get that $1,000. We don't know if that $1,000 even cleared, but all we know is Ric Flair kept bringing it up. I'm giving her $1,000 tip. I'm giving her $1,000. So then another patron of Paisanos, which I got to tell you, if I'm ever down in Gainesville, Florida, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to Paisanos.
For sure.
There was another patron went up to Ric Flair, and this is caught on tape. This is caught on video. The other patron says, we can go out. I didn't want. I don't work here. And then Ric Flair goes, what did you say? You talking to me? Saggy Tits Ric Flair. What are you talking about? Oh, you're sure not talking to me?
Not talking.
I mean, so this is who would be.
He just wants to find a fight now.
And so, but this is the legacy of Ric Flair, and it just shows that what everyone has said about him over the years is correct. You know, has the same match every night. Wants to do a helicopter with his dick at every bar, on every airplane, and this guy keeps living like he's 25 years old, and he's 77 or 75.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Whatever. He's old to be doing this crap.
Yeah.
And I think he's even. I think even his son-in-law. Yes, Mr. Mortgage Scammer himself, Conrad Thompson, is tired of him. Conrad said, I will not do another podcast with Ric Flair. So even he's wore out his welcome with the biggest belt mark this side of Belt Van Dam, Conrad Thompson. Wore him out. So what does that tell you? That tells you that Ric Flair has no friends in this business. And honestly, I mean, put this guy in the pastor already. I mean, seriously.
I think that is CBM's thought of the week.
That's a great thought right there, and I'm not gonna lie, I like it as I think it's a little bit of a closing for this episode here. We did a lot here, and
we still got
some more. Like I said, this is a live show. We will be filming some other videos that will be posted through your gateway on the Mafia Social Support page as well. Similar because, as you guys do remember, we did the very memorable Marmite Challenge. Yes. We will be doing the Vegemite Challenge.
Yes. Yeah, we are.
We will be doing that as well, and that will get posted at some point before next week. You know, so we'll make sure that's posted so you guys will see it. And
yep.
And for the other weird things you want to see from over different countries. Yes. I just threw that out there right there.
I have certain things I do not eat.
Okay, well, we shall see.
Yeah.
We all do learn a new thing here.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know.
But we're going to head out of here for this live show here. And again, I'm very happy that this guy in CBM joining us. Thanks, CBM. Sauce Johnson should be back next week, and we'll have our show basically talking about what crazy stuff happened at both of these shows, if anything.
Gosh, please remember to bring me some French bread.
Yep.
Yes, and bring me some croissant with chocolate in it.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Oh yeah, you should be making sure to bring that as fast as possible.
But I thought you were stopping over in Britain to pick up some clotted cream and some blood sausage and all that.
Oh,
they
love that blood sausage right in the morning too.
They eat beans every day.
They think our breakfast is weird.
I mean,
beans all the time. No.
I mean, any English out there that's watching, drop us a line and tell us what's the allure to these products.
Yeah.
We all would love to know.
Were you born without taste buds? We don't.
I mean, Marmite is from Britain, so
True. But we're going to head out of here, and thank you again for all the comments, the views, and everything like that. We got this guy, that guy, CDM with us, and we're going to catch you on the flip side. Thanks, guys.
Later.